And now, it's the video you've all been waiting for. Weirdest way to start a video ever, isn't it? Alright, let's set you down. Don't get seasick. Hold on, kids. Don't get seasick. Sorry for the weirdness. I wanted to show you what I kept saying I would show you, my studio space. Hi, this is Brandon with Step Rock Media, and we're doing our video series on finding my voice, where I try to find my voice. I've lost my voice! That was my studio setup. The weather is changing outside. I'm using natural light from my window. It's great, but now we get these very epic shadows. So the first thing that you saw there in the video was my podium that I built out of scrap wood. It's big enough to put my laptop, and the little Behringer board that I have, and I'll show you that in about 2 seconds here. And there's a little tray at the bottom of it to hold all the wires. I look down at it as if you can see it. Hey, look at that. You can't see it. And as you can see, I have my microphone and my mic stand. This folding wall back here with acoustic paneling is meant to deaden out sound, and I built that out of a couple pieces of hardy board. They were nice enough to cut those at the hardware store for me, and I made them to where they could fold in half, and I moved them into my walk-in closet. A lot of people do audio work in a walk-in closet because the clothing that's in there is actually really sound deadening. Mind you, you're not going to deaden sound entirely. You're not going to get sound proofing. You are going to deaden out the echo on it. Also, before we go any further, before we get into more videos here, I wanted to address one other thing. As I had said at the beginning, I am shooting my video on a webcam, okay? And I know that the webcam is not the best way to go, and I know the video is not as awesome as it should be. I myself am a graphics designer, and I'm used to working with, with really good video quality, and I know this video quality is not the best in the world. That's an excuse and a cop-out, I know, but the truth of it is, I think that for me, and maybe for you as well, this is a journey together, so let's get real here. Let's get really honest. I think I put up a lot of roadblocks in my way, and I said, hey, I want to get some gear, I want to get moving, I want to be able to make progress here, and I want to do this video blog and share this with you guys. Okay, I don't want to set up a camera and lights and everything else, and all that stuff's going to be an impediment to me. So what can I do to where I'll actually get the job done and actually get something good? If I was trying to pitch you on how to do a video blog, this would not be it. But I am talking to you about audio, and I hope you can hear that it actually sounds pretty nice. If you want your audio to sound nice too, and you think that what I'm doing will work for you, then you can follow my tips. But anyway, that's my mea culpa, my caveat on video. I wish I had a nicer video quality than I do right now, but this is my vlog, and I'm doing it in classic vlog style. I'm going to keep on saying vlog until somebody out there tells me, dude, nobody says vlog anymore. They also don't say cyber anymore. But Cyber Monday coming soon. Here we go. This is the order that I placed over on Amazon for all the stuff that I have. The hardy board. I'm touching, you can't see me now. The hardy board back here was an additional purchase. So with the hardware and getting everything put together was a little bit more like $250. But as you can see, the actual studio gear itself was $237.90. The house with the walk-in closet is a different expense. That was a joke. You can laugh. Acoustic foam. This is what went on to the hardy board behind me. Look at this, 24 pieces. It's only $32. I was able to do two 6x6, 4x6 panels and cover them all with this. This pack was pretty useful. If you can spring for the thicker stuff, the 1 inch is a little on the thin side. It's fine. But anyway, they do have thicker stuff, and I think that would be a little bit nicer. They also have it in colors, and for some odd reason, they charge more for the colors, so whatever. Not worth it to me. But wouldn't it be cool to have your studio space set up like that? It'd be very encouraging and bright, and you'd feel energized. Maybe it's worth the cost to you. I didn't mention this in a previous video, but my office at my regular job is the studio. I have a different setup in there, but the whole thing is sound insulated with this. Mind you, we're not sound deadening. We're not cutting out all the noise. If you're in a noisy space, you got to find a different space to be able to record in. But this really will knock back the echo, along with egg crate mattresses. People use those. Movers blankets are another thing. The clothing and coats that are in there. Go look at Mike Delgadio's video on how he set up that studio on a mic stand, and then he took the whole thing and just set it amongst a bunch of coats, and that was really good for a sound dampening. An electrical outlet cable, a nice long 15-foot cable. I plugged this up by the bathroom sink, for crying out loud, and it's got a flat. It's got one end of it is flat, so it sits flush with the wall, and it's got 3 ports. I can plug in my board, I can plug in my laptop. Laptop not included in purchase of the rest of this. And my stand was out of scrap wood, by the way. If you're at all handy, building a little podium like that is great. Otherwise, set it up on a stool. I usually sit on a stool or stand when I record. XLR cables. Don't forget the XLR cables. Get yourself some XLR cables. They don't need to be super long. They just need to go from your mic to your input device, which we'll cover in like just a second here. I got this pop filter. It's okay. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If you speak directly into your microphone, you're gonna pick up some pops. I'm just gonna say words with P's in it, apparently. I can't help myself. So this one is all right. I think it's more about a matter of training on my part to not get right up and speak directly with my face directly into the microphone, but a little bit more of a glancing kind of a slight angle to it will help cut back on that kind of thing. So it's training. We'll get to you in a minute. Let's see. Mic stand. I got a basic tripod. I had to put a weight on the back of it because this darn thing wants to fall over when I extend it out at all. But I guess that's pretty standard to want to put a weight on it. I have this same board at my office that I use. It's a 4-channel board. I got the 2-channel, the 802, the 1202, I think is the 4-channel board. Anyway, your results may vary. This one is pretty helpful. I only needed to plug in one mic, but I wanted some options, and this one allows you to EQ and do all that stuff. Make sure no matter what you do, you've got something that gets phantom power. Phantom power is what it's called. It says plus 48V over there on the little red button that you can see. I'm hovering over it here. You need to give power to your microphone, and yeah, anything that you get that's an interface that's going to go from the XLR to your computer, whether that is out through these audio jacks or through the USB in the back of it, then that no matter which way you go, you are going to need to give power to your mic, or else it's going to be way too quiet. This unit is the USB edition, and I'm using the USB right now.
And now for the pièce de résistance, the MXL 990 condenser microphone.
This is my choice for microphones. I did some research on it. We'll talk mics in another video, probably, maybe. But after comparing a lot of mics, listening to people compare this to other mics that I knew, like the AT2020 is a really popular mic, I settled on this one. There was another video I watched where they were comparing this mic.
So beautiful.
That was uncalled for. They were comparing this microphone to a $10,000 mic, and I was like, look, the very fact that they would even attempt to do that, I think, speaks volumes to the quality of this mic. This one also comes in a package where you can get a instrument mic along with it. And if you feel like you might want to record a guitar along at some point, you definitely get that kit. I almost wish I had, just to help my kids out. They like to do that kind of thing, and I need to get another one. Another unit people will use instead of this Behringer board here, they would get this Focusrite Scarlett, and that's where you go from XLR cable to the USB. XLR is what a standard microphone connector is. It's able to provide power to the microphone and gives a really good clean audio. I'm going to address this later on. I have to address this later on. For the love of all that's decent, don't get a USB microphone. Did you hear me? Don't get a USB microphone. That's one of the tips that I hear again and again and again from the pro people. I've got a blue Snowball microphone, and I started goofing around with that one in the first place, and I did some work on it. Not professional for sale kind of work, but I could go back and listen to that. And wow, the way to really compare microphones is to go back and forth between them. Also, my local Guitar Center had a bunch of mics on display, and I was able to go over there and look at them, and that was super useful as well. We've lost the light. Maybe I'll go back to Anyway, so you get out there and do some research, find out what's going to work for you. This is what was working for me, and best wishes to you. Warm holidays. Happy New Year. I don't know. You get out there and find your voice. Tune back in again if you have some more questions for me or comments, or you want to tell me I did something wrong. I wouldn't be at all surprised. But you guys have a great day.